It's Wednesday, November the 3rd. Hello and welcome. This is the Greenbrier Valley Church of the Nazarene with your daily devotion. Today we continue to read in Genesis chapter 32, verses 22 through 32 of when Jacob returned to meet his brother Esau. That night Jacob got up and took his 2 wives, his 2 female servants, and his 11 sons and crossed the fork of the Jabbok. After he had sent them across the stream, he sent over all his possessions. So Jacob was left alone, and a man wrestled with him till daybreak. When the man saw that he could not overpower him, he touched the socket of Jacob's hip, so that the hip was wrenched as he wrestled with the man. Then the man said, "Let me go, for it is daybreak." But Jacob replied, "I will not let you go unless you bless me." The man asked him, "What is your name?" "Jacob," he answered. Then the man said, "Your name will no longer be Jacob, but Israel, because you have struggled with God and with humans and have overcome." Jacob said, "Please tell me your name." But he replied, "Why do you ask my name?" Then he blessed him there. Jacob called the place Peniel, saying, "It is because I saw God face to face, and yet my life was spared." The sun rose above him as he passed Peniel, and he was limping because of his hip. Therefore, to this day, the Israelites do not eat the tendon attached to the socket of the hip, because of the socket of Jacob's hip was touched near the tendon. And this is the word of the Lord. The article today is titled WWG, Wrestling with God, by David Cantarelli. At this point in the story, Jacob has played all his cards. He has planned as best he could, and now he is alone, or so he thinks. All of Jacob's efforts had gone into avoiding an ambush by Esau. Unexpectedly and unknowingly, however, Jacob is ambushed by God, and all of a sudden he finds himself fighting with a stranger. Now, we are not given a lot of details. However, we get the impression that this was more than a physical struggle. It is a quest for revelation. As a new day breaks, the nature of both contestants comes to light. One must admit that his name and his nature is that of a liar and a schemer. The other, in response, blesses him with a new name. So at Peniel, cheater Jacob becomes Israel, a God wrestler. I love the idea of a God who is okay with us wrestling with him. God supports our desires to grasp him, to find answers to the questions of faith and life, our longing to know and be known. So let us use today to meet him face to face, to ask tough questions, and to receive a fresh revelation of who he is. And the hymn is "Just As I Am" by Charlotte Elliott. Just as I am, thou tossed about with many a conflict, many a doubt, fighting and fears within. Without, O Lamb of God, I come. And from the 17th Psalm, verses 8 and 9. Keep me as the apple of your eye, hide me in the shadow of your wings from the wicked who are out to destroy me, from my mortal enemies who surround me. And this is your daily devotion for Wednesday, November the 3rd. Have a blessed day.